game.
Okay, so I want to talk about this game because I feel like none of people have addressed it, and honestly I feel like it has given me like lifelong trauma. I've been thinking about it like pretty much every day for like the past 12 or 13 years of my life. Now I'm not like a serious gamer, but I do dabble in the gaming. Twitch.tv/MARLOWETOWN. I stream every week. My favorites are like The Last of Us or Hades or the Persona series. But really, if I'm being honest with myself, at the core of like who I am, I really am just like a Hello Kitty roller rescue kind of guy. And this game is a very special game. It is dear to my heart. I have replayed this game dozens of times, maybe a few dozen times if you count the times where I just like open it up for the nostalgia and I play for one day and then I just abandon my farm and my family and my animals forever. And I haven't played any of the other Harvest Moons. I think I played one on the DS. Why is there crime going on outside? Please stop with the crime. I think I played one on the DS that I rented from Roger's Video for like one day. Rest in peace, Roger's Video. But I had to give it back because I only rented it for a little bit, so I abandoned that farm and the animals there too. But from what I've heard, apparently Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life is a very special Harvest Moon game, and not in a particularly good way. Honestly, I didn't even have to play the other games. I knew this one was special. Okay, so here we go. Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. So this game is split up into 6 chapters, which is different from the other games. I think the other ones are just like endless family farming fun. I forgot about my sign.
I have a farming sign. Hold on.
Oh wow, very cool little sign I have. Okay, beautiful, awesome. Okay, so like so the other games are just like endless family farming fun, but then A Wonderful Life comes in and it's like, no, we want realism, we want plot, we want character arcs, we want a linear storyline. And you know what? I'm here for it. So the first chapter is the fun chapter. You are just running around this town, you're taking over your late father's farm, you're raising animals and you're raising crops, and you are chasing ladies around the town trying to find your future wife. This chapter is the best chapter. It's awesome. 8-year-old me was just like in it. I had a set schedule, and it's the same schedule that I have every time I replay the game. I wake up my character at 4 a.m. I go to the river. I start fishing. I fish until the sun rises. Then I go to the dig site and I dig up some skulls, and then I go pick some flowers. And then at 6 a.m. I go to Nami's room and I stand at her door and I just mash the A button. I just press it constantly. I'm just knocking at her door, waiting for her to wake up so that I can go into her room and I can give her a skull and then read her diary. And then the rest of the day is like whatever. I'm just watering crops or like milking my cow or something. So the reason why I go to Nami's room every morning and I bother her is because within the first chapter you have to get married. Like there is no choice, and the first chapter is only a year. If you don't get married by the end of the first year, your late dad's friend Takakura, who is like helping you start up this farm, he like narrates as you walk away from the farm, and he's just like, oh, you know, farming, it just like wasn't for him. It just wasn't the life that he wanted. And you're like, what the fuck? Like I just wanted to have some endless family farming fun. What if I didn't like any of the girls in the town? There's only 3 girls to choose from, unless you're playing the special edition, in which there is a 4th girl, but she's like 14 or something, and I'm just like not into that. What if you're gay? I'm just not allowed to be a farmer? What the heck? Farmers are not allowed to be gay or single, and you have to like make this girl fall in love with you and get married to you within a year. Like that is a lot of pressure, but you know what? It's fine, whatever. I love dating simulators. I love Nami. She's the best. I date her every time I replay the game, so it's fine. Whatever. So then we get to chapter 2. Now you're married and you have a lovely little kid. Now you have to make sure that your farm is always thriving, it's always financially stable. You have to make sure that there is food in the fridge. You have this child who you have to raise and teach life lessons and make sure that it picks a proper career for themselves. And you have to make sure that your animals don't get sick, or else you're forced to watch a cutscene in which your animal tips over and dies. And then everyone is mad at you. And you have to make sure that your wife is always happy, or else she'll divorce you and she'll take the kid and she'll leave the farm, and then it's game over again because you're just not allowed to be a farmer without a wife. And it's just like, it's a lot of pressure. Like, I'm like 8 years old playing this game. Chapter 1 was fun, and I was like, a fun bachelor, but now life is hitting me and I'm stressed, and my character's hair is like literally going gray. Okay, but the stress of taking care of your animals and making sure that your wife doesn't leave you is like part of every Harvest Moon game. This one's a little heavier, but it's fine. I'm a big kid, I can handle it. I signed up for this. I'm a farmer. This is just what farmers do. What actually gave me trauma is the dark stuff that happened after. Okay, so in chapter 1, there is this lovely old lady named Nina. She is very sweet, she's very kind, she loves to talk to you, and she loves every single flower that you give her. So like in the game, you have to give all these people in the town gifts in order to make them like you, and they all like very particular things, and so it's kind of like a chore. But with Nina, she's just so nice and appreciative, and so gift giving to her, it's a joy, and like 8-year-old me just loved her. She was my favorite character. And then in chapter 2, she dies. She just like, she's just straight up dead. She's just gone. She leaves behind her husband, who lives in this tiny little house on the hill, and he like stands outside and he looks out on the ocean every day, and there's this scene where he talks about how much he misses her and how he wishes he could have helped her when she was dying. And there's like this sad song that plays that like sounds like Zelda's lullaby, and it's just like, it's so depressing, but at least you get to play the fun Tombstone game. Why is the Tombstone song a freaking bop? Oh, also in the special edition of the game, you can abuse your child. Hold on, I gotta pull up that video really quick. Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. Child abuse works? No. It's a wonderful life. Oh, I love this comment on the child abuse video. The thing that bothered me most about this game is that you can't see Muffy's bedroom. Not the child abuse? That doesn't bother you? That doesn't bother you, boss? So the rest of the chapters, there's nothing really like too special. You're just kind of like living your best farmer life, having endless family farming fun. And so one of the last scenes is you standing at your window, and your wife comes up to you and she's like, oh, you're old and wrinkly, and you're like, shut the fuck up. There are other people in the town who are having kids, other people who are getting old and gray, and your wife says something along the lines of, you know, it's been a long time and our son is all grown up now, but we still have lots ahead of us. So then 8-year-old me is like, yeah, cool. Okay, so the rest of the game is just going to be my character retiring and living a long, happy life on this farm. Yeah, no, because then a few days later, your character dies. Your wife finds you in your bed, just like not waking up, and she's like super upset, and the doctor comes, and your son is sad, and your dog, who is outside, is also sad because you died. You died of an unknown cause. No one even knows why you died. So then you watch all these people in the town go to the bar, and they talk about how sad they are and how much they miss you, like this is your funeral, and they talk about how it's such a shame that you died so young. And 8-year-old me is just like, you guys, I'm like 8 years old. I can't handle this. I just wanted to have some endless family farming fun, and now I'm having an existential crisis. Oh my god. Okay, but the worst part is that fucking Romana outlives you. For those who don't know, Romana is like the old lady who's super rich and lives in a mansion. When you get to the town in chapter 1, you are a fun young bachelor. You're like 20s, maybe 30s. Romana is an old lady from the get-go. And she like doesn't change throughout the entire story. It even says in her wiki, she's one of the only characters who seemingly doesn't seem to age at all. Seemingly doesn't seem? Even 8-year-old me knew that was bullshit. And then at the bar, she's like, oh, who would have thought that he would go before me? And it's like, yeah, no shit, Romana. Who thought that? I'm pissed. If I gotta die, she should have gone with me. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of the game. There's no happy ending. It's a wonderful life. That's it. Glad I got my feelings out. Goodbye. Boom, clap, sound of my heart. The beat goes on and on and on and on. And boom, clap, you make me feel good. Come on to me now.